Well, just as we already know, New York City is filled with some of the most delicious restaurants in the world, and people travel from all over the world just to try them out here.
Yeah, this weekend, some of the tastiest food you've seen online will be together in one place in Brooklyn. It's called the Yes Chef Food Festival. It's getting ready to hit Williamsburg. The brainchild of food influencer Jack Goldberg, the face of Jack's Dining Room, and he's joining us this morning with his business partner, Liam Henning, to talk about all of this. Great to have you here on New York Living.
Thanks for having us.
You guys have tough jobs.
Right? Let's switch.
Yeah, seriously. You want
Take your job for the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, so Yes Chef Food Fest, how it all kind of came together.
Yeah, I mean, we spent the last 2 years just traveling the world, trying the best food and experiences, and we're like, you know, there's not one event that celebrates food in one place, so we kind of took everything that we love and we saw from around the world and the best restaurants in New York City, brought it to one place to celebrate that.
Okay. And where did the name Yes Chef, where did that come from?
Well, like Jack was mentioning, we've been in kitchens all around the world, and one thing we noticed was like frequently occurring in kitchens was like, yes chef, yes chef, yes chef, yes chef. All the chefs, all the staff, and it's something that kind of just stuck. And we were like, Jack wears a hat every day. Let's toss it on the hat, and it's been awesome. So it's been super recognizable. It's been kind of like Jack's bat light. That's you know what I mean. So it's been great.
Do people know when you're coming in? Like, do they kind of fear? Because you got 2 million followers on Instagram, kind of a food influencer, right? So now, do they know you're coming in advance to kind of step it up a bit?
I think it's a mix. We usually just kind of show up and do our thing. And
What's your thing?
On a show, just go try the food and talk about it.
Okay, how does one get into this line of work? How did you figure this out? This is what you're going to do, travel the world? Because I think we're interested. If you guys need some.
Are we? Yes.
I mean, Liam and I met in Australia and just became best friends and bonded over food. And we have this passion for just trying new food and traveling. And we started with one spot and just went from there and kept doing and making videos. And that's how it all became.
I just love everything about this. And so traveling the world and eating all the foods can you tell me one spot in particular that's been your favorite place to travel to?
Hardest question in the world.
I feel like we go to Paris a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously Olympics right now, but Paris is a city that we've fallen in love with, and we've trying pastries and various different things. What's that market? It's the oldest market in Paris. It's 400 years old.
In the Marais.
In the Marais.
I would say there's probably not one restaurant because there's just so much good food, especially in New York City. It's the best food city in the world. But our special guest, Frank, over here, I would say is probably one of our favorite things we've ever made. The best pizza, the best sandwiches in New York. He's a legend. So it's the hardest question, but the good thing about New York is there's a lot of good options.
Yeah, but if you had to pick, I guess, like a genre of food that's your favorite, is there one?
It's impossible. I feel like Mediterranean.
Yeah, I would say Mediterranean.
Yeah. Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Greek food.
So is there a spot in New York that's like known?
Honestly, Masiba.
Yeah.
Masiba's our spot. They're going to be at the festival.
Masiba's great.
They do this 48-hour slow braised lamb dish. Chef Ellie.
So good.
And they're making a special item for the food festival where they have that slow braised lamb in Frenna bread wrap.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be
The
delicious.
food fest, is it one of the things you got to buy tickets for and then the food's included, or how does it all work?
So you buy a ticket to enter, and then you have to buy food on site. But what we did is we got a lot of really good sponsors to do a lot of really cool free activations. So we have Sushi by Boo doing literally a 300-pound bluefin tuna cutting in the middle of the festival. Wow. They're gonna basically blow a horn, carry the tuna across the festival, and just cut it up and give it away for free to everyone.
And that's about
one of like 10 free
examples
things we have. We have Chip City. They made a custom cookie that they've never made ever before.
Have you ever had Chip City?
And
no.
They're giving away 2,000 of them for free. We have, have you seen the viral Dubai chocolate bar on the internet? We have Nuts Factory giving away 2,000 of those for free. So like, there's a ton of free stuff that's gonna be super.
The moment you walk in, you're gonna make your money back on your ticket. You're honestly gonna be losing money if you don't come to the show.
Okay, there you go. Let's make our move because we've been starving.
Yes, my stomach is growling. I feel
We're
like it's
hungry.
loud.
So you talking about this being one of your favorite spots here. So who'd you bring along with you today?
We got Frank, the owner of Mama's 2. We call him the Italian Stallion. He's just making some of the best sandwiches and pizza in all of New York. He's incredible.
So what did you make? What do we have? What do we got?
Today's our chicken alla vodka with burrata and pesto. It's a sandwich that resonates with my childhood, but it's also one that's kind of became my life now because these guys posted a video on their Instagram and just like took it by storm, and like now it's become synonymous with Mama's Sue, just like our pizza. So it's
Okay, so you're combining multiple flavors here, because usually you don't do the pesto with the vodka or the marinara, whatever it may, but you're kind of saying all in one.
Yeah, all in one. Just give you like a really good flavor bomb of all these different textures and flavors.
Flavor bomb.
And it's just like a craveable, like Italian-American thing that is going to resonate with you once you have it.
Okay, and so just breaking it, listen, say less or pass less because I'm ready.
Go ahead, you're going to make one, right?
I want you to talk
Well, these
about
aren't done yet.
what's in
We're going to put our a house-made pesto
This isn't
here.
done yet?
Not
What
done
are you
yet.
talking about?
Not done yet.
Pesto.
Here comes the pesto.
Oh, the pesto. Oh,
We got the pesto.
oh, Mike, how are we supposed to eat this?
What do you mean how?
It's been one of my goals to make news anchors and people on shows to get their suits dirty. I was wanting to carry an extra one with you, but now we're gonna have to find out. You know,
Good thing we're at the end of the show.
I talked earlier about like not using a fork and a knife, and
Yeah.
this is one of those things where you just like kind of just get messy.
So this has your stamp of approval.
100%.
Frank makes all of his own bread.
Yeah.
He uses the bread, he grinds up the bread and puts it on the chicken cutlet as the breading of the chicken
we
cutlet.
bread the
His own
chicken.
homemade bread. The second we knew Frank was really about it is when we walked into this store and he was making his own mayo from scratch.
Wow.
Literally, he makes everything from scratch. Nothing is like bought or brought in.
Yeah.
He does everything from scratch, which is what you can taste in
I love that.
the quality, and it's what makes it super special.
All right.
So is this going to be one of the menus that we're going to be able, or one of the products on the menu that we'll be able to have
I'm
this weekend?
scared.
It's going to be
Right
one
into
of the like 20+ restaurants coming, one of the just incredible dishes we have.
Oh my goodness.
But we're definitely a little biased towards Frank. I think wearing a white shirt was not my brightest move today, especially on live TV.
You
Oh
have
my
to dig in
goodness.
as well.
All right.
Wait.
Right here. I'm
Wait.
scared to do it. Yeah, go
Cheers.
ahead.
Guys, that is
Cheers to that. Let's cheers that
Cheers.
up.
that's unbelievable.
I'm going to
Cheers,
keep,
Frank.
I'm gonna
making
keep
it.
it cute.
Cheers,
Wow.
Liam.
I'm gonna
That-
go in on this whole sandwich.
You make this pesto?
Make the pesto,
Absolute
yeah.
monster.
To basil and a little bit of arugula pesto.
Now he got a full bite. He knew how to do
Wow. And the cheese. Listen.
way, you can-
The cheese is from scratch.
The cheese, one of the honest things, no. These are things we get from Leone out in Jersey.
Oh.
Really good Italian family. They're really awesome fresh
Yeah.
mozzarella products. So,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, this is it.
Dan, I'm so jealous.
Simple.
I'm trying to be a lady here.
it. Oh, come on.
Bread's crunchy.
Come on. Come on.
I don't gotta
We know
ask
you're a
you
lady.
twice.
We know
Every
you're
time. Every time.
You're doing the show. We got.
Every time.
Oh, there she goes. All right, Star. Hey, this is unbelievable.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So remind us where you're located.
So we have 2 locations. We're on the Upper West Side on 105th and Broadway, and we
Yeah.
just opened in the West Village about 4 months
Where
ago.
were you? When did you open that one?
The West Village location?
105th and Broadway.
We opened the Broadway location, Upper West Side, like 5 years ago.
Okay, because I was on 106 and Broadway. Lived there for like
Oh,
4
really?
years.
Oh, wow.
You came at the wrong.
Yeah.
I would have been there every day.
Yeah,
I would have been there every day.
Wow.
With my weakness. So that's the second location again. Where?
It's in West Village, on
West
Bleecker
Village.
and Christopher.
Bleecker and Christopher, and the festival.
Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
When?
August 10th, 11th.
August 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
We
There you
sure
go.
will.
All in one. This is unbelievable.
Yes,
Guys,
yes.
keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
Thank
All
you.
of
We
you.
will.
So much.
Yeah.
Thank you
Definitely
for
will.
joining us.
And can you bring one out to Jersey? Come on. Bring one of these restaurants out to Jersey.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut
Yeah, we
myself
wouldn't
and
leave.
I'm gonna clone myself and go out there.
This is my favorite part.
Star's just going to keep going.